welcome to my channel. I'm Larry, and today this will just be a little in-betweenie build episode. Last time we built this security shack, put on some gates, and then off camera I kind of finished up some things, so I will tour around on what I finished up so you guys can kind of see the progress. And then the goal for today is to build, even though I'm not at the level yet, to actually build the shops. I still have to level up 2 more times. It's level 14. I can still build the shop. Because this settlement, like I said, their main contribution will be antibiotics. They harvest the glowing fungus and whatnot. They're gonna have a little medical shack, so technically it will be the doctor storefront, but in my gameplay, my own headcanon, it will be basically a shop that will sell the antibiotics. And that's what that's their whole thing. They're going to sell the antibiotics that have been produced, whatever. So that's the goal, is to build that today. And then I think pretty much after that is built, the settlement will be done. I will do some, on my next playthrough build video. I'll be basically finishing up this settlement. And then it'll be time for the tour. And then we'll be moving on. So, that being said, let's get into it. Oh, and today, any of y'all are wondering, I am drinking the Ballast Point Sculpin Grapefruit IPA. It's delicious, and so far I haven't gotten any type of headache or bloating or nothing. So, if you have issues with that, go ahead and get this. Okay, let's go. So here, I'll take you around kind of what I built in the last episode in case you missed it, and everything that I did off camera. So I built, here is one of the gates, which is obviously kind of one of the main roads that's already there. So here's one of the main gates. This light was originally here, is on that side, but I just moved it over. Wired it up. This will eventually turn into a caravaner stop once we go on over to Bunker Hill and unlock those. I'll put that here, and this little area will be, whatever, just some extra coverage for them. This is my little security shack here. You come on in here, and it's very bare bones down here. Got your little couch and bed scenario right in here, and
easy living, this ain't.
Yes, and another little bed here on some tables. Like I said, very simple, bare bones. I might dress it up a little bit in the end, but this is basically going to be what it looks like down here. Come up on here, and this is our actual security post. You have this side here, some decoration, drinking on the job. That's okay, they're out here for long hours. And basically from this side you can see this way coming from Sanctuary Hills, all along this street, and obviously out through this whole area. Here she is, patrolling over on this side. Got some ammo and a radio and such. It throws me off when they talk, what? And then again, continue that line of sight from Sanctuary down this road here, and you can see all the way out that way towards Concord. And again, this is the secondary entrance, which when you get here, this kind of looks like a road that leads in. So this is our second entrance, which they can also see, and see everybody who comes in here, follow them in, make sure that they are all good. Again, here's that second gate. And then we basically just walled off the rest of the settlement so that it feels safe and secure. The other thing we did, or I did off camera, is I obviously, like I said, have my little farm up there, my greenhouse for the fungus. The garage that is here, when you get here, you know this, I cleared it out. I essentially plan to make this into like our chemistry workshop factory. So this will be the area where they take the glowing fungus, they take the leather that they get from Abernathy Farm, as well as the other ingredients that they need, and actually make the antibiotics here, which they will give to the shop to sell. So being that they are on the roof, you know, how can they easily get them down? So I took some of the contraption workshop pieces and built a little rolly ramp that they can kind of take baskets and roll the mushrooms down in. And they've got a few happening here right now. Oh, my basket sank. Why did you do that? No, whatever. Anyways, so there's that, and if you come up here to the top, I'll show you what it looks like from there. So I added some baskets with mushrooms on here. So what they would do is basically take them and roll them on down here to drop into the basket to go right into the workshop. I built some supports and junk walls just to make it look a little scrappy and supported. And then right here I just needed to add a little generator. So we have a little shack. I added in some walls. Make sure that it's airy enough to air out all the smoke and the wires can fit through. And if you come through this way, obviously here's a little door, so if they need to go in and fix it or anything like that, but it'll block off any of the fumes from coming inside. So yeah, like I said, now I think I will build the little store that they will sell the chems out of. So I'm debating what I really want to do, because I want to build it under the rocket right in this area here, but I want it to look... Why is my water out? Do I not have enough power maybe? Probably need to build more power. Stupid. You know, I've been building the small generators. Like, can I not build the bigger ones? Like, why have I been building the smaller ones? Like, I can build the bigger one. Would be cool to fit this in somewhere too. This produces 3. What does the small one produce? 3? Okay. Replace one of my small ones with that. One of my small ones with this. Okay, maybe I'll take this down and replace it with a bigger one eventually. With this guy here. And then I might put the windmill one over on this side where this little thing is. I think I can make that windmill one look cool over here though. In this like cramped little spot. Okay, but I do need this space also. So I did kind of clear out everything that I wanted to clear out at this point. So I will kind of do the size bar glitch again with the gamma guns. Which I was kind of, with what I started out, maybe I had like a half bar. Filled it, did the gamma gun glitch to maybe like halfway. So we'll see. Total, this settlement will probably be like two full size bars, I'd say. Okay, so let's do that glitch now. Well, it's just the gun glitch, but I use the gamma guns because the amount of space on the bar, for some reason, one gamma gun takes up a lot of space on that bar. So if you're going to do this glitch, like the gamma gun's the easiest way to do it because it's the least amount of like weapons really that you need to do it with. And then just so you could see what I said, like I'll drop the hunting rifle, and then you guys can kind of see the difference of how much space on the bar that it takes up. I mean, this day and age, I'm sure all you guys know this, but just in case anybody doesn't. So watch my size bar with the hunting rifle. So I dropped all my guns. All I need to do is now go and store it in the workshop. So when I hit store, watch the size bar. Did a little bit. Now watch the size bar when I do a gamma gun. Way more. And then I just need to go to the workshop, do that, get them all back, and just kind of keep doing that until I empty my search bar. So like I said before, I probably did about like half a bar. Did I say search bar before? Size bar. But yeah, so before I probably did about half a size bar the last time I did it. This time I think I'm gonna pretty much I'll probably do another size bar, just so that this way I know that I'm looking at 2 full bars total for the size of this settlement. Which really, for what I have built here, I feel like 2 full size bars, it's like nothing. I feel like I've built way more in the past, but then again, maybe in the past I've literally scrapped every single item that is scrappable on the lot, so it's been at a place where I'm like starting with the smaller size bar. I don't really know. Okay, I think if we do this one more time, we'll be good to go. I know this is really like invigorating content here, but it's part of the game. Okay, store. Is that all of them, or did one disappear? Something seems fishy. Okay, so we got a little bit more than half of the size bar, so that's cool. Let me put one of these down right here. Put one of these down. this up to that. Don't worry about that later. No, look, it still says 0 water. Okay, now I have water. Those two added. Well, whatever. I'll worry about that later and fix it. Anyways, shop. So, I want this area to feel very like tent-like. Like they just kind of threw up some cloth to give a little extra like cover within here. But really it's just because it's already covered. Like you really don't need to build anything here. I just like the fact that like, oh, maybe they just like threw some of these up just to kind of give a little bit more like security to it, you know what I mean? Like throw in some of these guys in between here or something. I'm trying to see if any of these will kind of just like line up, like the poles through some of these holes could be cool, but I don't think any of them will be the right size. Like I'm thinking like maybe throwing this one here. I think that would be good. It'll kind of cover. But I also just want a big one to kind of go over top here. This guy could be good. Let's see. That's going to be too low, but I want it to look like they've kind of just like thrown it through the holes here, right? Which I think could be doable if we do it here. Let's turn it a little bit so it's like that. Okay, there's what it look like. Lift it a little bit. Okay, I think that's kind of good enough. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Do it to where like maybe like one was below the other. How far does this one go? So like if I had one that could go across here like that. Maybe one of these, because then we could do it like that, but it doesn't really line up. To be like one, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, well, maybe I just do like one of these and just sink it, or maybe I can get something like this in there and it could look like it was just tied up. That might be better. Get rid of the S. And then we'll do it this way, I think. And then, okay, let's see where we're at. Just barely touches, okay. And it could just be like, oh yeah, like they tied it with rope or something. Just stand up there. So that kind of works for me. And then I think I'm gonna put maybe a scaffolding. Let me see if I can get a good square piece in here to kind of fit under this, to also help be like a support. And then that gives like a good kind of framework to kind of the shape, you know, of the little clinic here. Alright, we're probably going to need to fire pit it. Just take note of where the pillar was. About here-ish. So let's see if we can fire pit it. May or may not work. Let's see. Move it a little bit further. A little bit more that way. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this works. This turn thing likes to be finicky. I wonder if I should, because with this I can just move it by itself and use the place anywhere mod that I have. But this, in order to kind of sink it where I want, which I think is like here. Also, okay, but I might be able to sink it with just the fire pit because this does sink on its own. To just about there where it's going red. Let me move this just a tad over this way. Holes here. Okay, now bring this back. Okay, you know what? This works. Cool. Line it up. Here's the thing, it does not have to be perfect by any means. It goes kind of back a little bit far. Preferably it'd be up more, but you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it because that just makes it more scrappy. And then we can just build it up off of there and see what we want to do with it. So I'm kind of thinking of taking now a metal piece. That's not metal, there we go. Let's do this pattern. Excuse me. Yeah, I like this one. This can be a little bit of like a storage. I'll kind of sink this down back here to be like a good little storage area. And kind of make act like a makeshift wall right there. I wonder, probably won't, but it would be nice if that would just snap all in there. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't. Can I glitch it though? That's a whole other question. Just to kind of like close off these edges here. Nice though, if I could, but okay, let's just try and get a half wall in there. Plant this one. Like issues with things bouncing for no fucking reason, and now this doesn't even want to sync, which is pissing me off. So I've been like, specifically every time I try and use this half wall, it tends to like bounce around as if it's something is like colliding. I don't know why it's bouncing like that. But whatever. And then we can do, let's do this one for the other side. fine there, but I can't, it's not sinking. Oh my god, what is going on? What has to do with scrapping mods or something, but it's weirdly like erratic, which is what I'm like, I don't understand. Specifically right in that spot it'll work, but if I rotate it, okay, we will just say that that's good enough. Since the entrance is theirs and their factory is here, this will obviously be like a little cafe bar area. I think I want to wall off this side because there's really no reason for it to be open. So it'll just be open on this side and to the left there. So I'm gonna wall off this side. But I think I'm gonna use something like this. Maybe one of these pieces that has a curtain. If I can. Let's use this guy. Should I do that? That one? Should I do that one? Or would be cooler to use another one of these like metal curved pieces. I think that might be cooler actually. Let's use the orange one for some color. Do this one, and then let's maybe attach these now and see if I can get it kind of go where I want. Essentially, I would kind of want it to go like that. Okay. Let's take these off and see if I can get it to go just this piece. Maybe I'll get lucky and those pieces will like snap after I kind of place this where I want. Place it somewhat closer. Okay. Don't mind that. It's got a gap, but that's okay. Again, we can make it work. I can get this to snap though. It won't. That's okay. Okay, let's see if we can get any half walls in there. Do I want that one? No. think I want this one actually. And then we will get the other middle one. There is that, and then we can take another one of these. Oh. Another one of these half walls. Where is it? Like this guy here. And put it across. I think that's just about the height of the stands. And then let's go to these fences. Get another one to kind of put like, I'm gonna put this one kind of catty corner like here. And then maybe something like this. Yeah! Would that be enough room for them to like walk in right here? Hopefully. Let me try and see if I can glitch this just a little bit closer with the ashtray. Able to get this close. And then this way, yeah, like they can walk in and out of there. Put like a little half wall right there to block that off. So maybe that wood one I was going to use before. I wonder if I could like, if I could get that in with the pillar. Let's see. I want to lower it. And I'm not going to decorate this like a doctor's office because I don't, even though it's like the doctor's shop, I don't want it to be the doctor's office. It is here selling antibiotics. So it's just going to have like lights and things that you would use for selling antibiotics. You know, cash register, maybe a little safe back there. A little weird, a little funky. Okay, so that'll be our little shop, and we'll throw like some lights up there and whatever. I want to put my favorite sign up there. Let's go to under wall decorations. I think it's under signs. Either signs or miscellaneous. Where are you? There it is. Okay, well, I'd like to put it up there, but yeah, where there's no holes. Okay, let me see. So if you're walking in, thinking maybe I should put it on this side instead. So basically, like, you walk in this entrance and you're like, oh, okay, that's where it is. And then if you walk in here, we don't need to. What else do we got? Candy. Nothing. What do we have in miscellaneous? Nothing there. No posters. There's some, like, yeah. Have you had your medication today? Maybe, like, decorate down here with them. What does this one say? Cleanliness is godliness. Maybe put that one like back here. Oh, gosh, put the not nice ones up. Silly me. Whatever was I thinking? Putting up the clean ones. And there's dirty, nasty ones. Okay. And then let's see. Let's go to containers. Definitely put like a little desk in here, like maybe like right here next to where the counter would be. And then let's put in some containers and storage. So it's a good one. It takes up a lot of space here. need to do a little messy file drawer to get that in down there. Okay, let's do like a nice little like area on the rug here. And we'll do some containers. Okay, let me get a good little rug. Decorations, floor coverings, rug. Okay, let's do this. And then we'll do this. You can give me a single one. A single one like that. Why are these not on? Do a little filing cabinet. Go back to containers. Do a chest, and then let's just do some like yeah, let's do one of these guys in there. Let's find some of the little like medical boxes. The chem boxes. That's good. Yeah, that looks good. And then, right, a little safe I wanted to put in here. Actually, what we'd probably do is do the smaller one of these. Do this one here, just on this side, and then we'll do the same right over here on this side. Let's kind of bring this up to the front, kind of back this up a little bit. Just so like, oh, if you were kind of like looking in, it's not as obvious that it's right there. We're gonna throw some stuff on the table there. This will be the shop, and then the random thing that I think that I want to add. Let me see if they have anything in here. is like some type of scale, which I know they have the fish scale, but I feel like there's a object you can find to pick up that's actually like a food scale. If I can find that, I will pick that up and put that in here for sure. A quick save. And then let me get this shit out of the way. And it's raining. How nice and lovely. Alright, let me just put this stuff over here so it's not right in our face. Alright, and here's our little antibiotic shop. I think it looks pretty cute. Nice, simple. Like I said, we'll get some lights in there once I kind of get my power adjusted. And once I level up enough to get some shops, we'll get that going in there. But I think we're looking. I think we're looking pretty good. So there it is. Let's see what's got a better. I think I like it from this angle better, to be honest. Alright. So I think we'll call it here today for a little in-betweenie episode. Next time, as I said earlier, we will hopefully level up enough to actually put the shops in here, and then do kind of our finishing touches around the settlement, and that'll be it for Red Rocket. Next, after Red Rocket, I want to move on to Starlight Drive-In. In my head canon, that will be one of the like main hubs of the settlement. So I want to have a couple settlements that are going to be like the main hub, where all the other settlements surrounding it will kind of, they send provisioners back and forth through there. So my main hub settlements might not necessarily have like a contribution. That is their contribution, is they are providing the provisioners and providing that connection between all the settlements. So I want to get Starlight started next, since that will be this settlement's main hub. So that will be the next one. I have unlocked it already, so it's good to go when I get there to start building. So anyways, next episode, next playthrough, I will hopefully level up. I tend to, if it's possible, go to Bunker Hill and try and get the caravanners so I can finish up and put those in behind us. Yeah, and hopefully finish up the settlement. So, if you liked this little in-betweenie episode, please like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear from you all, and it helps me so greatly just to hit that little like button or hit that little subscribe button. But anyways, until next time, y'all have a good day, evening, whatever, and I will see you then. Bye.